Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you, hopefully lack. It's your brother Yahweh Kah from the Great Millstone on Lano Camp, and just meditating on a topic to speak on, and just through the Spirit, we're here. Being that we're in a time when it comes to the Heavenly Father, and what He expects of us the most, above all things, the chief thing in this thing of ours is our faith. All right, because we're coming into a time where, everyone's faith is going to be put to the test. All right, there is no in between when it comes to the Heavenly Father. There's no straddling the fence or anything like that. We are either all in, all on board with Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, or not. All right. So, with that being said, before we get to that time where our faith is going to be put to the ultimate test, this is why we go through our different trials and our tribulations, because the Lord has just shown us, or He's been showing us the whole time that He's with us. All right. How else is the Lord going to show us that He's with us if our back is against the wall, and the Lord delivering us out of whatever circumstances it may be? How else is the Lord going to show us that He's with us? All right, and just in the process of through the process of time, of more and more, that's why, like the Apostle Tahar says, you got to learn to love the suffering. All right, because it gets to a point where you catch so much hell, you almost look forward to it. As crazy as it may sound, you almost look forward to the hell, because you get to a point where you just know the Lord is with you. You just know the Lord is with you, and that's that confidence. Again, through the process of time, the Lord showing us time in and time out, again and again. The Lord delivering us time in and time out. All right, that the Lord is with us. He's with you. All right, but of course you got to believe it for yourself. So this is just what's on my spirit right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this in Jeremiah 29. I'm gonna start at 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. So that's why we just got to trust the process. All right, because the Lord knows what He's doing. All right, He knows what He's doing. The Lord said, for I know the thoughts that I think toward you. All right, now when you read these in different translations, let me see if I can try to pull it up. Now, I won't be able to pull it up because I ain't got no internet, but yeah, when you read this in the different translations, matter of fact, it's the Spirit, because I was able to get this in the CSB translation, and it says, for I know the plans I have for you. This is the Lord's declaration. Plans for your well-being, not for your disaster, to give you a future and a hope. So that's pretty much the point that I wanted to make in a different translation. The Lord's plans, all right, and what He has for us, all right, plans of hope, and not for our destruction, not for our disaster, not for our complete demise. Because again, the Lord knows what He's doing. All right, the Lord knows what He's doing. So with that being said, the Lord already has the details worked out for us. We just gotta trust the process. All right, we just gotta trust the process. The Lord knows what He's doing, man. Right. In verse 12 it says, then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. See, these are very comforting words. All right, because as again in the process of time, as we're being built up, all right, we learn to trust the Lord more and more. Like I said, to a point where, in a sense, you almost look forward to the hell, because you You get to a point you know the Lord's going to deliver you. If you're doing what you're supposed to do to the best of your ability, we have no reason to doubt. All right? We have no reason to doubt. As a matter of fact, reading on in verse 13, and ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart. So you see, because where my mindset is right now, really all I care about is the body, doing the work, serving the Lord in truth and sincerity. As I like to say, because we got to be like we have to be like that obsessive wife. All right, that the obsessive wife. She's always looking to please her man, please her husband, always trying new outfits or new recipes, whatever. Man, she's just always in her mind. It's just her husband, her man, her husband. All right. And that's how we got to be. We got to be like that obsessive husband or slaki. We got to be like that obsessive wife. All right, to our husband. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm just constantly, what can I do? I'm constantly thinking about brothers, thinking about the camp. I'm just to a point where, whatever move I make, I ask myself, how is this going to affect the body? How's this going to affect brothers? So on and so forth, things of that nature. And with that being said, hey, because things are going to happen, but again, we just got to trust the process, because the Lord already had the details worked out, because things are going to happen. But I truly believe, all right, I truly wholeheartedly believe, and that's why I say, if you're serving the Lord in sincerity and the truth, because the Lord knows your heart, the Lord knows where your mind is with him. So if you're serving the Lord, and if you're putting your best foot forward, the Lord is going to work the details. As a matter of fact, the Lord already has the details worked out. He already has the details worked out. That's the point. How? Well, that's not for us to know. All right. That's grown folks' business. All right. The Heavenly Father already has the details worked out. So again, in verse 13, and ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart. So you see, all right, because I believe that the Lord is not going to put me through anything that's going to take me away from the body, take me away from brothers, take me away from doing this ministry, Lord willing. And you see, that's what the Lord is looking for. A sincere heart, a sincere effort. All right. The true worshipers, right? Like it tells you in St. John 4. All right. So no matter what happens, the Lord already has it worked out. The Lord already has the details worked out. That's why we just ought to trust the process. So from there, I'm going to go to, matter of fact, I'm going to go to this verse in Hebrews 13. Hebrews 13 and 6. Matter of fact, verse 5. Hebrews 13 and 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. Again, more comforting words. Because, listen, again, brothers getting jams, and it's just like, oh shit, I know brothers have a lot of oh shit moments. A lot of things that we go through, the Lord gives us a kind of a measuring stick to see where we're at in our progress, because a lot of things that we go through, we've been through it again. We've been through it already, time in and time out. As I always say, the Lord, when things happen, I'll just be telling myself, the Lord, he's brought me through this 1,000,001. I've been through this 1,000,001 times. The Lord's brought me through this 1,000,001 times. So, I mean, it's nothing new, and then, like I said, so, those are needed sometimes, just to show us almost like a progress report. In school, you get your progress report to kind of show where you're at as far as your progress in class or whatever. All right. And oftentimes these different lessons that we go through, it's just the Lord showing us, our progress, our spiritual progress report. Because oftentimes, we're so numb to a lot of things. We're so numb to things. A lot of things that we go through, brothers are used to catching flat tires. That doesn't really affect us like that. Brothers are used to catching flat tires. Brothers are used to certain things. Brothers that deal with women, they're used to, when your demon starts to act up, at one point, this shit used to freak you out, used to bug you out. But you get to a point you just ignore that bitch because that shit doesn't affect you like how it used to. All these different things, man. But even with that being said, the Lord every now and then He throws those curveballs. And that's the Lord. Because I remember doing a video not too long ago, going into basically chinks in our armor. There can't be no chinks in our armor, so everything's got to be a tight knit. Because of course we're putting on our spiritual armor. All right. So with that being said, we got to break it in. You can't go to war. You can't go to battle with equipment that you're not accustomed to. You got to break it in. You got to get familiar with that armor. All right. So like I said, with that being said, the Lord's He's tightening our armor. You ever seen a father put on his a father with his child, right? The football game, they put the shoulder pads and the helmets and everything on, and oftentimes, you got the father, he'll, make sure everything's, good, tight, check the helmet, check the shoulder pads and everything, because there can't be no chinks. There can't be no chinks in our armor. So, like I said, every now and then the Lord hits us with a curveball. The shit hurts, but the Lord knows what He's doing. That's the whole point. The Lord knows what He's doing, and He's already got the details worked out for us. All right. He's already got the details worked out for us. So Hebrews 13:6, it says, so that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. So you see, man, that confidence, like I said, man, time in and time out, we go through situations time in and time out, the Lord delivers us every time. So that's where we develop that in the process of time, that confidence. Like the Lord is with me. All right. The Lord is with me, man. That confidence, that with faith. All right. You see, and we're able to proclaim this boldly. All right. We're able to speak these things boldly. All right. Our faith is made boldly, is proclaimed boldly in the face of these people. Again, in the process of time, man, where we're built up to a point where, hey, we truly trust the Lord, man. Wholeheartedly, we trust the Lord, man. The Lord's got our back. Like I said in verse 5, I will never leave you nor forsake you. The Lord promised us these things, man. So what are we worried about? You think the Lord can't deliver you out of your little, you behind on a car payment, right? You're behind on your rent's due, right? You ain't got no money for food. Hey, man, listen, our forefathers, they dealt with much worse. All right. Our forefathers have dealt with far worse. And that's why, because I like to say, I try to do a thing where I just complain less and less. Like the scripture say, why doeth the man complain? And Lamentations, because our forefathers, they dealt with real life shit. Our forefathers dealt with way worse. But it was, it was no different. The Lord delivered them nevertheless. So you think the Lord can't get you out of your situation, whatever it is, no matter how minute, no matter how small, great, whatever. You think the Lord can't deliver you out of your troubles, man? So I'm going to go to Matthew 10. Matthew 10:27. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in the light. And what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Now, think about that. This is the power that we're dealing with, all right? The almighty, the holy majesty power, the omnipotent power that we're dealing with, all right? Because what does this mean? Hey, when it said, fear him that is able to destroy the both soul and body in hell, all right? Now, obviously, when man Man can kill you, and then afterward he can't do anything else, right? But think about that, the power, the omnipotent power that we deal with. All right, he can kill you and bring you back in a jacked up body. All right, and not only that, because it's like I said again, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. You know, now that also goes into it can also mean, it also means when because a lot of people are going to be put to death. Now we know that just according to how the Lord's will is, how he wants things to be done, we come back every 3 to 4 generations, you know. But to show you how cold the Lord is, hey, the Lord, he can a lot of people are going to be put to death during Jacob's trouble. All right, and the Lord's going to bring them right back for that fire, because that's what it means when it says destroy both soul and body in hell. So imagine that. This is the power that we're dealing with. All right, you know, like I said, the way that the Heavenly Father has it set up, he can destroy you, kill you, or once we so-called die, we come back every 3 to 4 generations. But the Lord is so cold. Hey, the Lord, a lot of people are going to die during Jacob's trouble. You know, and the Lord's going to bring them right back just for them to die again in a nuclear fire. You know, and you, like I said, with this omnipotent power, you think that this Lord, this power can't deliver you out of your situation, whatever it is? Oh man, you know, the Lord, he already has the details worked out, man. That's why I read that Jeremiah 29, you know, to give you an expected end. As a matter of fact, it's already played out in a different realm. It just has to, we just have to go through the motion. It just has to play out in our lifetime. So that's why, on another note, we have to have a victory type of mindset. Victory, think victory, speak victory. All right, speak life. You know, because quite frankly, hey, we already got the victory. You know, we already conquered the shit. It's just, it has to play out in our life. So that's how cold the Lord is. You know, this shit already played out in a different realm. It just has to play out in our lifetime. All right. Like even when it comes to the prophecies already happened. World War III, it already happened. Missiles, all these things, they've already took place. It just has to play out in this realm, in our lifetime. You know? But reading on in verse 29, are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father. So not even a sparrow, which is a small bird, dies without the Heavenly Father sanctioning it. Which goes to show you how detailed the Lord is. The Lord is very detailed, even to the smallest minute thing. The Lord is very detailed. Right? Verse 30. But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. So you see, man, the Lord is in everything. And that's why he is. All right. He says, I am. We say he is, because this, as of right now, this is something that we can't even begin to comprehend. How the Lord, he's just in everything. He exists in everything. The Lord is in everything. The Heavenly Father is in everything. All right. He exists in everything. All right. So, man, don't think about it. This is the power that we're dealing with. All right. A detailist, you know. He's the ultimate strategist. That's what a man of war is. So it makes me think about Exodus 13 and 5. Or excuse me, Exodus 13. Actually, I might get that. I don't want to misquote it. But verse 31, it says, fear ye not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows. So you see, man, something so small, what may appear to be insignificant as a bird, a sparrow, how much more valuable are we to the Heavenly Father? You know? Yeah, man, the Lord is, he's in everything. He's the ultimate detailist, the ultimate strategist, right? Exodus 15 and 3. The Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. All right, he is. He exists. He's in everything. All right. Yahweh is a man of war. And like I said, when it comes to a man of war, you know, a man of war is very detailed. You know, he's very detailed, very calculative, very calculating. All right. Very detailed. right? And that's, hey, the Heavenly Father, he's the ultimate detailist. He's the ultimate strategist. All right. So the Lord already has the small he already has the details worked out. All right, and it's going to be in our favor. You know, the details are already worked out for us. All we got to do is just trust the process and continue to serve the Lord. That's why the Lord said, hey, cast all the cares and concerns, all of our burdens, cast them on him. And he's going to take care of us so that we can continue to do the work, so that we can continue to serve him. Like I read earlier, you know, you search the Lord with all your heart. Hey, he's going to make a way. When we call on him, he's going to hear us. You know, but of course, this comes through a process of time. You know, it comes through a process of time. It's not overnight. You know, but you know, just a few words, like I said, you know, was on my mind. So hopefully this is edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and bishops and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. Lord willing, until the next one.